folks, Dave here, and welcome to my Fallout 4 Settlement Let's Build project here at Hangman's Alley. First, some housekeeping. As you guys can see, I am working on Uncle Joel's Premium Bathhouse Funhouse, a Raider-themed build based around my good friend Joel's in-game character. And if you missed out on part 1 of this build, and you have no idea what's going on here with all these crazy lights, go ahead and tune into part 1 of this Let's Build series. It's linked on the screen right now, and it's also linked in the description. That'll get you guys caught up. Joel and I actually live streamed the first couple of hours of building, and we also went over the design document that Joel wrote for this settlement. So basically how it's working is he's designing it, and then I am doing all of the manual labor, I guess, and making the dream work. We're still in the early stages. As you guys can see, we've got some floating stuff. But if you go back to part 1, it'll make a bit more sense with what we're working on. Second part of housekeeping. If you guys want to have this updated version of Hangman's Alley for yourself, I have released a mod for what I hope to be all platforms. I'm working on the PC and Xbox versions first, but check the links in the description for all the download platforms and see if your platform is on there. If you guys want to build here with this little bit of work I did in the creation kit to get things set up for this bathhouse. I've got this broken pipe, this nasty stagnant water pond, and some piles of debris that just kind of hold everything together here. And because I'm releasing it for you guys, I also went ahead and did all of the navigation meshing and stuff like that. That way the AI can actually walk around and use this settlement. Although all these walls I put here I think are giving them some issues. But anyway, you guys can download this location, this updated location at Hangman's Alley via the links there in the description. What I'm going to be working on today is the premium section of the bathhouse, which we just, what I would call, blocked out in episode 1. It's just floating right now. It's just a general idea. And today I'm going to work on making this look convincing instead of just a snap together floating chunk of glass like a Minecraft map or something. Okay, yeah, I have some stairs that I glitched over this way so I can get up here. I can just jump. Okay, whew, a little risky. If you guys remember from part 1, when you first come in down here, you're going to buy your ticket to either the middle class, the upper class, or in the back, the lower class section of the bathhouse. Kind of like a fairground, or a maze, but you won't know what each level, each tier offers until you pay your caps and actually go inside. Oh, let me hop up here. So yeah, we're going to work on the upper tier stuff, and again, it's just kind of floating right now. So what I've done is I've got these radio towers that I imagine could have been up here on the rooftop, and I've got it set up where they've been knocked over, and we're going to hang this upper class bath section off of these radio towers. And I know it's kind of dark, so let me change the time of day here. There we go. So set time scale to 0. So that'll pause time and let us work with some sunlight. There we go. You guys can see how that's going to work. We've got these radio towers that the raiders have knocked over, and we're going to hang our premium section off of them. So, of course, the entire structure can't be glass. So I'm imagining perhaps the warehouse walls would be a good side panel. Just lower it down like that. Come on, snap this way. Well, this will give some rigidness and structural support to this upper structure. Although Joel was very explicit that he wanted as much glass as possible so that even if you've paid for the premium part of the bathhouse, everyone can just look up once they're inside of the location and see you up there. Hey, I'm not the designer, I'm just the builder. Do another piece like that. Again, mostly glass, but I want there to be some kind of structure that we can work with. And then we're going to have a door on this side, because the secret is, for the premium section at least, is even if you've paid for the premium bathhouse, once it's over, you have to pledge your allegiance to Joel's character, and you're branded before you're allowed to leave. I guess I can't lower that door down, can I? There won't be a door. So over this way is where I'm going to have, I think, probably a catwalk system that will lead to the branding area. So it'll come out of the stairs there. What do we have for floors? Oh, these are perfect. Look at that. Yeah, come out this way. So this will be the branding location before you're allowed to leave. Need a second staircase to go up this way. Oh, we're outside the build area. Whoa, don't fall. The other bit of housekeeping that I have for you guys today is the headset that I'm using right now, the Plantronics 800LX wireless headset. I've got another one that is being given away by Plantronics. There is a Gleam giveaway link, well, linked in the description. All you guys have to do is follow the instructions on there. Entries are totally free. You just do things like subscribe here on my channel, follow Plantronics Gaming over on Twitter, stuff like that, and you'll get entries to win the headset. It is their top-of-the-line wireless headset, and again, it is my primary headset right now. I love it. It's awesome. You guys can win one just in time for Christmas. So don't forget to check that out. I think that's almost all the housekeeping. It's been a busy couple of months here, guys. It's been a lot of fun, though. Oh, speaking of busy couple of months, turn off the workshop auto exit there. I've almost completed the settlement at Bedford Station. I'm putting the final touches on it now. Joel and I will probably record the full tour for that this week, and it'll be up before Christmas, and it is going to be awesome. There are so many secrets and bonus bits for that build that you guys haven't gotten to see yet. Just because I had so much extra time to work on it, you know, with all these extra Fallout projects sponsored by Lenovo that have been taking up my attention, I've been able to just go back and forth to the Bedford Station build. Ugh, I'm gonna fall there if I'm not careful. Let's put a wall up. I've been able to go back and forth over the last month to that Bedford Station build and really add some extra time in. And I think it shows. It's going to be a really, really fun tour. I'm excited for you guys to see it finally. So yeah, this is giving our glass structure a little bit more, well, actual structure. I don't like these glass roof panels though. Especially if we're going to hang these from the cranes and from the fallen towers. We need some more solid structure. Raise that one up a bit. Can I walk into the elevator now? Okay, that elevator's down at the bottom. Let's not fall. Okay. Cool. So that's still plenty of glass right there so that everyone can stare up as Joel insists. But now we've got an outer structure. I think if I go to, let's see, scaffolding and framework? Maybe miscellaneous. One of these log cabin mods, aha, has some nice big framework pieces that we can use. They're wooden, but just these nice big beams. Yeah, just these right here. Or are they going to snap? Nowhere, apparently. But I want these to give a nice, very solid framework to attach our cabling system to hang this whole thing. I don't mind if Joel is doing the design for this settlement. After all, he is the expert when it comes to any kind of raider character. But I want the architecture to be convincing, even if it's something that would have been a lot of work to construct. I want you to be able to like visually see, you know, that okay, yeah, they could have actually built this. Let's see, how would the barn rooftops look? If I do a quick save here, and then let's go into free cam for a second, I'll show you guys. So now instead of just a glass box, we've got a bit more structure going on. And that beam needs to be moved on this side a little bit further out. I think I'll put, you know, some big beams in the corners as well to really make it look like they've hoisted this thing up in the air. And this awkward floating staircase, again, all that's just temporary, guys. We're working our way down the list. This is a unusual build, so we've got a little bit of brainstorming and blocking out to do compared to my normal builds where I'm just building as General Dave would in real life, kind of. This one's got some back and forth to go. And back under scaffolding, thanks to that cabin mod, I should have one of those vertical beams, like so. I'll just use those as anchor points, essentially, for attaching our hanging whatevers. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to hang these supports up to the collapsed towers. A lot of people use the wires from the electricity section as rope, but I think this building looks, you know, too big for just a bunch of ropes, although I will probably add a few just for visual effect. Gotta add this one from the inside, I think. Yeah. And of course we do have right there a couple of steel pillars from down below. That's the middle class bathhouse section there. So there are some ground supports, but I want to figure out what's a cool way that we can just suspend this. So I'm going to go over to Settlement Keywords Extended, Decorations, and Greebles. Let's look at Far Harbor Greebles first. Got some boats. Cranes? I'm not sure if cranes would work. I'm looking for some kind of, yeah, stuff like this. Where it's like, not just the giant dock cranes, but, whoa, little mechanical bits that the raiders have, I don't know, gotten from somewhere, and they're using to prop this whole thing up. But how do they get that up there? Like, this looks really cool, having like a giant claw holding the building up, but how would you get this claw thing up here? Would that be perhaps already on one of the rooftops? Like someone's been using it before the war on top of a construction crane? That could possibly work. With enough leverage, maybe you could... Oh, can I build it down here? With enough leverage, maybe you could actually... Don't fall. Get this up here. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this crane thing. I'm gonna probably give it some kind of rolling support. Tilt it a little bit too. Like the whole thing is just, you know, barely suspended. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. As I fall through into the inside. So if I put two of these up here, again, let's try this. Jump that way. Nope. I need some stairs. Tell you what, guys. Instead of some stairs, let's just place one of these. Watch this. Please have collision. Okay, it has collision. Ta-da! I don't know. Again, I'm just brainstorming. Let's see. Actually, that looks kind of cool. As you can see, there are quite a few bits of industrial stuff on all these rooftops. It's possible that these crane things could have already been up here. So let's do this. Let's tilt this one a bit. And let's give it that crossbar. Maybe the one from scaffolding once again. Oh. I keep forgetting we're outside of the build zone here, so everything's got to be placed like below me in the zone down there, and then dragged out like this, where it will be allowed to snap. I'm not completely happy with this, but I do like the idea of the cranes falling over. And that's what's supporting the central structure. Let's see. Would adding a few details like some connector switches help? Place a few down there. That's floating like crazy. Oh. If you guys have better ideas, it's always fun to hear what you come up with. So if you guys have some better ideas for how I can make this ramshackle structure look like it really is suspended, let me hear them there in the comments. It's hard to see those wires until you're up close, but I like how they look. Okay, that's getting some character to it now. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Let's do this. Go out of free cam. Can I? Whoa, whoa. Well, that almost killed me. Oh, no, it didn't. I'm fine. Oh well, let's quick save. While we're down here. What was I going to do? Okay. I was going to add a few more wires going like this, just to anchor the whole thing. What's fun about this part of the build process, guys, is we have a neat idea. You know, the upper class, glass enshrined bathhouse with the butler and all. And so Joel has this crazy idea that, like a lot of crazy ideas, does fit quite well into the Fallout universe. And then I gotta figure out how would a bunch of raiders, even ones with tons of caps like Joel's raiders, actually construct this thing. So it's like an architectural challenge once Joel is taking care of the lore. It's a new way of doing a settlement for me, that's for sure. Because this is not order or safety, so General Dave would not approve. Going under miscellaneous structures for a minute. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, the anarchy flag. That's gonna have to go at the front desk. That's for sure. Oh, and how could I forget, guys? Also in the creation kit, I added the turnstiles that Joel was so sad that I couldn't add before. So now it's just a wide open front gate. Come one, come all. Estimated wait time, 25 minutes. Wow, I already completely forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, looking for wooden struts. Placing anarchy flags and admiring turnstiles. As it turns out, the struts I was looking for were under metal walls. So this was the other one I was going to look at adding. Just off to the side here, like that. Just because even hanging from those beams, I feel like you would need a little bit of extra support. How does that look? That makes it a little more convincing. Less of a, you know, snap together box in the sky now. How many unwilling raider slaves died to make this place, is the question. So now we've got some pretty solid struts under our structure here. Put one more on this one. Get over there. There we go. Nope. There we go. And this needs to have a glass wall. Do red again. Hop back over here. I like that this is like wasteland glass. I don't know if you guys can tell with the YouTube compression, but there we go. It's got like cracks and stuff in it where you can tell it's apocalypse glass that someone's made. Haven't quite perfected the process. Yeah, I think all the glass in here is red. That's great. So solid corner there. There's our crane poking through. There's our shower head. Drain pipe. Some towels and whatnot. And we're going to have the butler standing like right here next to the elevator. So as you come up, he's just there with his towel. And also I think in Joel fashion there's going to be no guardrails or handrails of any kind. And the staircase is going to be extra rickety. Now he wants people to come over here and get branded to join his faction, but you know, if someone's too dumb to not avoid the holes, then guess he's only getting the best troops, right? And we're going to need some supports underneath these just for physics reasons. I'll just use the wood miscellaneous. These supports right here should work just great. Where are they trying to snap? I'll do it myself. So we'll put these up like this and just rotate them nice like that. That one's just right over the edge. As I come to the staircase over here, I need some more light. It's kind of dark in this side. I'll just leave that light bulb floating just so I can see what I'm working on. Let's do another quick save. Before I go any further, I'm about to hit the limit for this workshop, so let me go ahead and run my script to get rid of the limits. Bat expand settlement. What was I even typing there? Is it one word? There it is.
A few more beds would lift everyone's spirits.
Yeah, a few more beds, eh? Nope. This is a Joel settlement. No one has any beds. If you guys remember, this nasty flooded pool from the industrial pipe is the lower class bathhouse. It's literally just irradiated nasty water that you paid to bathe in. But because it's the last part of the bathhouse you can get to, it's out of sight around the corner. It's not until you pay your caps that you actually see what's there. And I don't think Joel has this in the design document, but I'd imagine anyone who talks about the bathhouse outside of the bathhouse, like tries to warn people, like, don't pay caps for the crappy bathhouse, it's just a pool of sewage. I imagine those people disappear. And after a while, people get the message. I'll have to ask him about that. What happens if someone tries to blab the secrets of the bathhouse to outsiders? Let's see what we got going on here. What I'm looking for, guys... Oh yeah, we're going up here. Is... a nice little shack area for the branding room. It's going to be up here on this little alcove with a nice overlook, I think, to the center of the bathhouse area. That way you can tell that the bathhouse you just paid to enjoy, even with the high-class butler, was hanging dangerously from this rooftop. Ooh. We're definitely building out of the main build area at this point, even though I expanded it with the mod. So things are a little tricky. But I imagine that your butler would send you along to get your gift basket or your reward, perhaps, for being a patron of Joel's Bathhouse Funhouse. And then once you get in here, it's a horrible branding that you have to look forward to. And that's about it. Is that extra short, that wall right there? I feel like it is. No? May just be this style of wall. So this has been constructed on the very tip top of the roof. Also cool sightlines looking outside of Boston towards the expressway. What kind of rooftop could we have here? That's too fancy. Frontal flat shack roof. That's just about right, I think. It's really hard to place things outside of the borders here, guys. Does not really want to cooperate. So even with the windows, this is going to be pretty sealed in. Like airtight, you know, to hold in the screams as the loyal customers are being branded. Nah, we'll seal that up completely. I just don't want that hanging down lip to block the door. There we go. So, what kind of doors should we use? Structures. Did I pass doors? I wasn't actually in structures. Needs to be something very, very secure, like a metal, heavy-duty something. I'm going to actually go over to Homemaker mod and grab a door from there. They've got some cool ones. Structures, doors. Bulkhead, those don't quite fit. Here we go, bunker door. Heavy duty to hold in the victims. I think this room will get its very own shadow casting light, which are more expensive as far as frame rate goes. Yeah, we're gonna go for a wall light here. Let's put this up here on the ledge. As you guys can see from these nice shadows, it is, well, casting shadows. That'll be plenty of room to bring out some good decorations once I seal up that last hole. Structures miscellaneous. I need to move this door because I have to place things out here in the air still. So yeah, you come in and let's see. For furniture, I think there would be a let's see. A desk of some kind. Someone to stand behind the lectern and read your oath to Joel's army, which needs a name, by the way. Joel's army is just not very intimidating sounding. General Dave's got his Minutemen. What does Joel have with his Pleasure Island crew? A couple of tables of utensils. I think maybe a a fire barrel to heat the brand up in. So utensils will go over here. Where is that desk? Containers? Aha. Imagine this is like paperwork on who's been branded. Maybe like a welcome desk or something? I don't know. Maybe just a table. Okay, here we go. Get this cart table here for the security guard. For his chair. Give him a nice lightweight folding chair. And then I'm gonna have like a blood splatter below that chair. And that's where you get branded. Look at those cool shadows. So for decorations down the line, we're gonna need some branding implements. We're gonna need that fire barrel. And of course we're going to have our branding materials, some workshop tools over here on the bench. What do we got here? What do I have? I need to go gather some tools, guys. I'm missing a bunch. Yeah, this pair of tongs right there, that's what I actually want to place, but it looks like I'm all out. I'll just place a wrench for now. Yeah, I'm really low on tools. I'll have to go get some. I do have a saw, though. Okay, guys. I imagine some posters of some kind, or maybe just one fancy banner will go in here, but that will have to come at another time. For now, that's enough building. Let me know what you guys think of the superstructure here. Ignore the floating door. Let me go into free cam here once again. So this is what we've got. The fallen cranes holding up the bathhouse. Then the rickety staircase to the branding area. Oh, and one last thing before I call it for today. Go ahead and give me your comments on the bathhouse for sure, but I wanted to show you guys one more thing before I called it for today. I think this extra bits of wood and supports have kind of taken something away a bit from the, you know, glass ridiculous opulence that was there before. So I want to add something back to it, and that's going to be a lot of effects. Now, I thought I just had some regular light strips that I could place, but there's going to be just some ridiculous decorations and lights to just make the whole thing look super inviting, and I'm going to end up dying falling off of this thing. I'll call it there for tonight as the construction of Uncle Joel's Bathhouse Funhouse continues. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.